Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host James, also known as the Dark Knight of Thrones. Today we're going to recommend 5 more mods to add to your load order that help bring a better sense of realism to Skyrim and give you that true immersive feeling. Some of these mods are small and add just a little spice to your vanilla game. The highlighted mod at the end of the video is an overhaul, but don't let that word scare you. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Without any further ado, here are 5 immersive mods with the Dark Knight of Thrones seal of approval. First up we have JS Dragon Claws. Say what you will about how an infant could solve a Dragon Claw lock, the fact is many of us just can't help but to collect these things. And whether you store them in your safe, bedroom, chest, or drop it somewhere on the floor of your Hearthfire home, you can't help but wonder why something made of precious metals and jewels would be so bland. JS Dragon Claw seeks to correct that, and as you can see here, they've done an amazing job. The mod author clearly took the time to ensure the metals and jewels used in the claws are indicative of their real-life counterparts. So the next time you show Avril the Swift the error of his ways, grab yourself a mod that makes taking the golden claw off his cold, dead body worth it. Up next, we have a mod so immersive that after a couple of sessions, you'll forget you even have it. And, well, that's kind of the point of immersion. The mod I'm talking about is Blowing in the Wind. Skyrim is a cold and windy place, a harsh land. It has a way of carving a man down to his true self, even Imperial generals. Yet, for some reason, as you get caught in an icy blizzard on your way into Dawnstar, you discover the signs must be so heavy in Skyrim that not even a winter tempest of the far reaches of the north could move them. Thanks to Blowing in the Wind, that problem has been solved, and as you traverse out of the wild and into Skyrim's humble little hold capitals, you'll get a much deeper sense of being there as lanterns and signs are finally reacting to the environment around them. We still have 3 mods to go, including our highlight of the week, but if you're enjoying this video so far, please be sure to give it that coveted thumbs up. It not only helps the channel, but motivates me to keep making good Skyrim content for you, my viewing audience. I'm not monetized as of the time of this upload, so your appreciation is my currency. Next on our list, we have a mod I knew I needed, but wasn't quite sure why until I actually installed it. One thing Skyrim has always lacked was a variety of farm and wildlife. After all, what do all the good NPCs of Skyrim do for Yule dinner? What do they serve as a side in the morning with their scrambled rock warbler eggs? Well, consider these things no more with SkyTest realistic animals and predators for Special Edition. Adding smaller creatures such as spiders, rats, and even roaches is far from all this mod adds to the game. On top of having improved AI for predatory behavior, such as wolves being much braver in a pack and more careful when alone, it adds more realistic physical elements as well. A bear will take more time to reach top speed and will even hibernate in the winter. Bears, saber cats, and other large animals will also have the ability to knock you down. So just like in real life, don't pick a fight with a bear unless you want to relive the events of the Revenant. So choose the pelts you're collecting a little more carefully. This mod does even more than I've listed here, which makes it no wonder why it currently has around 330,000 unique downloads on the Nexus. If you're one of the people who has yet to download this mod for Skyrim Special Edition, make sure you go do so. But wait until you're finished the video, of course. Speaking of the animals of Skyrim, if you're like me and like to build your character stats by role-playing as a hunter in the beginning, then you know there's nothing worse than connecting with an arrow only to have it not take down your prey. Well, there's a solution to help you track your mark, along with anything else you might have to track during gameplay, like enemy movement, and that solution is footprints. Yes, now the sense of realism in Skyrim is brought up to par as you track your feet through the snow, only to let the enemy following you know what direction you've headed in. One of the issues with vanilla Skyrim was certainly that it lacked this tiny little feature and makes all of the difference in the world when trying to capture a sense of realism. It's difficult for a player to walk through the snow, see no footprints, and still feel immersed in that world. Footprints, a simple mod that may not add a lot of spice to your game, but it does add a good dose of mild seasoning. And finally, the highlight of the video. Now, while this mod is considered an overhaul, don't let that word scare you. Not all overhaul mods go tinkering with your scripts to destroy your game. Some just add everything that vanilla Skyrim was missing. And it is hard to blame Bethesda for not originally taking this approach of our mod author here, as 8 years ago, most systems wouldn't have been able to have such large-scale additions sucking up more of your video card. But with the release of Skyrim SE, there's no more excuses for that. But thanks to the modding community, these issues can be corrected. And that brings us to JK Skyrim. This mod provides a lore-friendly and script-free, I told you not to be afraid of the word overhaul, expansion of all the major cities of Skyrim, as well as the towns of Riverwood, Dragonbridge, Iverstead, and Rorikstead. And of course, if you don't want to do all of Skyrim, you can also do it one individual town at a time. I think this video alone points out how visually stunning this mod is, while remaining lore-friendly and without overdoing it, so to speak. But one great aspect of this mod I feel is vital to point out is that I have had zero conflicts using this mod to date. It's extremely compatible with most other mods that aren't also trying to overhaul the same aspect of the game. But when there is a conflict, one only need head to the mod's Nexus page and find the patch that solves the issue. So, all hail the mod author with great praise for taking the time to provide such a necessary aspect of modding. Guys, that completes our first list of 5 immersive mods for Skyrim SE. Be sure to subscribe. As with Skyrim, we have years of content headed your way. I'm James, also known as the Dark Knight of Thrones. Don't forget to give this video a like, tell us which of these mods you intend to get in the comments, and as always, hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. We shall see you next time.